It's Friday, and this week it's got a sting in the tail. This one's the snake. Right, so the hook we got on the vise is a carp hook. Basically, I use a carp hook for the large eye to fit the braid through. So stick the braid up through the eye, put it back in itself, and tie a 3-turn grinner. This is what I use. You can use any knot you want to. It's up to you, but this is what I use. So tie a 3-turn grinner. A bit potchy. Right? Pull that up. Pull the grinner knot down. Tighten. And then this tag end then will twist on top. Make sure it's tight. And then trim your braid down to make it more manageable to tie with. And then you take your thread. Catch on your thread. And then the top tag of the knot, fold over, but don't pull it back because that will make the front braid pull up and then pull the zonka. So you want to leave it, give it a little bit of slack. So pull it back, give it a little bit of slack, catch it on top. And then trim off that tag end. Catch it down. What it'll do then is get a little bit of flash material. Got strands just for a little bit of flash in the tail. Catch that on top. Fold this back. Tie it in. You want to come back behind the eye, but give yourself a couple of mil. I'll show you why in a second. Trim this off. There. Now, what you want to do is get your Zonka skin, Zonka strip. You want to get your gauge to where you want to tie it on. Fold back the rabbit fur. And then what I do is get your needle, push the needle on the skin and pull it back. So you've got a nice open space to tie on. You just moisten the rabbit skin at the tip. That will make sure it stays out of the way. Hold it on top. A couple of loose wraps and tighten down. And then fold back the skin and wrap in front. And then you want to whip finish this. Better off using your hands with this one, mind. Supposed to cut that off, but it snapped off. Just trim up there. So that's the first part of the snake done. I'm going to take that out of your vise, set that to one side. Then you want to get another hook. This is going to be a sacrificial hook because you're going to cut this off about there. And then you want to catch your thread on. Come all the way down to where you're going to cut the hook off, or just by there. Trim your waist. And now you're going to come back up catch your bead chain eyes on. But what you're going to do with the bead chain eyes here, you're going to catch the bead chain underneath the shank. And what that does, if you tie the hooks on, if you tie the eyes on, sorry, on the top, that will make the fly, the weight of the eyes will make the hook swim upright, swim upside down, so that the trailing hook will be facing up. You don't want to do that. You want the trailing hook to be facing down. So the way to do that is to tie the bead chain underneath, get in place, and then figure eight it in place, a bit of wraps, and then to lock this in you want to go upside down now, so I can't, over the top of the eyes, under the eyes, over the top of the shank, sorry, under the eye, over the top of the shank, under the eye. Make a couple of tight turns, and then give it another figure of eight, and then we'll lock the eyes in tight and stop the eyes from spinning. Right, so now for the tricky bit. You want to come back down to the back of the body. Now you want to take your first part of the fly that you've done. Now a material spring is handy for this because you can slot the hook into the material spring. So what you want to do now, you want to catch the braid on there. Catch the braid in. And like you did with the back part, you want to tuck it back so it doesn't pull out. So you come under the eye just to give it a little bit of added security. And then you want to trim that off there. Catch it in. There. Right. So now you've got to pull the Zonka strip. What I've done there now, right, is I've actually tied the braid on without checking the length of the Zonka strip first. So that's a schoolboy error. So let's do that again.
In my head, as you were doing it, and you were doing, I was just like, how does he must know that that Zonka strip will fit all the way to there? What happens if he doesn't? Oh, it'll be fine.
All I didn't
funny
do,
if it
look,
didn't, though.
I normally roll that up, look.
Yeah.
What I've done, I've tied you there, see? Do you want me to start? Do you think you...
Yeah, take it back to...
Bollocks, I pulled that up, I thought, fuck. I need swore as well.
In my head, I could see it happening, and I was just like, no, he knows what he's doing.
Unbelievable. Schoolboy error. Oh, I tell you what I noticed the other day as well. How bad Owl's eyes are gone.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah. Well, you know, he's an old man now. I won't let him forget it either.
Right, so first of all, now you make
sure. If you take that away,
yeah,
and drop it down, and then what we'll do is we'll say sort of from that moment there, just say sort of like, now take the one that you made before. Does that make sense? Yeah.
But I've tied the dumbbell eyes on now.
Yeah, but you tied those on and then picked up the other fly.
Oh, so you're going to cut in 3 places, right? 2 places.
But didn't you? Didn't you tie the eyes on and then pick up the Zonka strip and go, now take this piece and put this and lay this on?
Oh yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, okay, right.
I'm glad you switched on. Right, so when you've tied the eyes on, you come back down and then you take the part, this part here. What you want to do, you want to make sure that the Zonka strip is going to come, give you enough to tie on. So you're going to hold it there, get your length, fold this back, it's a bit fiddly, and you want to tie braid on the top there. Catch it all in. And then for security, you want to pull it down around the eye, tuck it under, catch it in, trim the waste off. But what you want to be careful you don't do, what I just did there, is cut the thread at the back of the hook. So, concentrate on tying this part in if you do that. Come back over the thread, it's not a problem. Cover it up with Fritz. Right, so we come to the back of the hook now. At this point now you want to get the Zonka strip, pull it down so it's going to fit on. Get your gauge there. As you did with the back part, you fold the fur forward, moisten it under control, catch it in, fold this back, and you can use dubbing, you can use Fritz, you can use anything for the body just to make up. I got some gel coat light here, catch it in, come up behind the eyes, and then wrap the body. Quite sparsely, because obviously it's quite a heavy fly as it is, so it's a bit of a pig to cast, but that part there, come up, catch off the Fritz, trim, pull everything forward, pull everything going forward backwards, just tidy it up, get a little bit of dubbing, just tidy up around the eyes. I've got a little bit of silver fibre light here, so only a little, so you want to tidy up around the eyes. Go around the eyes a few times to tidy up. Come in front of the bead chain and pull over the Zonka strip to there. Pinch and loop onto the top. Make sure that the strip is on top. Ow. Stuck on my finger. And then you want to trim the excess off. And tie all that down. Whip finish. Trim. Right, so there's the complete fly. One more step next, and that's to trim this hook off here. So what you do, you turn it up, pull all the Fritz out of the way, and then get your nasty gory pliers. See if I can do this so you can see it. Get that there. Hold. See if I can hold two at the same time. Trim. There's the hook point. There's a snake.
Another quick and easy pattern there from Matt Pate that you can try this weekend. And there are plenty more patterns on our website, hmflyfishing.co.uk. A big thank you to you guys for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, and catch you later.